So hey everyone, how are we feeling? I personally am still buzzing, but this is your international fan reaction and it's for Wolves 2, Chelsea 1, and as you can imagine, the guys all over the world, all times of night, day and afternoon and different locations, absolutely buzzing and hyper about this one. So I'm not going to say any more. Let's go around the world.
Cheers everyone. Yes, the tan card is back out. That beer is tasting good. Now, you know, I was thinking even when we were losing, I was thinking, but you know what? Actually, I quite like the way we're playing. I like this. They were giving me what I wanted in terms of a performance. And there was quality there. And it showed in the end, didn't it? It really did. You got to love this team when they're like that. Once again, we fought back. First time for a while we've done it, but it's great to see it, isn't it? First half, I would say, it was quite even, wasn't it? Glad to get in 0-0 at half time, as I always am. Their goal was unfortunate at the start of the second half. It's the last thing we needed, wasn't it? But it was there. Ottozawi came in really happy with his debut. Really happy with that. Podence is a magical football player. The skill he's got, the way he took his goal, the nutmegs, he's delightful to watch, isn't he? This is a great result for us. And you know, this mirrors almost exactly 2 years ago. We were also struggling. We had a couple of defeats, struggling to score. Chelsea came to Molineux expecting to win. They scored first, we turned it around and won 2-1. And that was the catalyst for our success that season. And I just wonder if this is a real turning point for us in a similar way. I really think so. Happy to say, final score, Wolves 2, Chelsea 1. This is Chris from Dazzle in Norway. Have a good evening. I certainly will.
Hey Dave, Wolfman Jeff coming at you here in Alabama. It's getting late and it's getting dark on the porch. Got a chance to watch the match a little bit during work and then rewatch some of the highlights just now as I just clocked out. So obviously delighted with the results. Yay. Still even happier that performances are improving and players are those pieces are coming together. I still think there wasn't a massive change from the last match to this one as far as for overall performance, because I think even though we didn't play well in the last two games, I don't think we were completely far off. There was just enough to nudge it from good to bad. This time we played much more consistent. Those pieces came together. Was it because we had three in the back? I don't know. I do think that playing three in the back was the right way to play against Chelsea. It doesn't mean we're going to play that way each time. So I felt it was a little more even with Semedo and Marcel this time. That was good. But I got to talk about our attack. We were able to get goals in. We actually got 3 in. One was called by offsides, and part of me would be willing to give up the other 2 goals if the Silva goal could stand, just so he could get his first goal. And he got it, but it was called offside, so that was exciting. But Podence, oh man, that was an amazing goal. The way he just runs around and just, it's like a cat playing with his food. You know, it's just, he's just taunting them. But then Neto has this drive, this fighter drive to keep going and keep going. And I don't know if it's going to be Podence or Neto I pick for man of the match. And it might be Neto, possibly because he had the last goal, but just his performance throughout. But Podence was so close with it. Silva, I think, played well. Good debut by Owen Otasawi. I was a little worried about that. I thought that seemed odd. He played rather well. It was good to see that. A little worried about Traore if he's a little injured, but also a Bali. So we're a little limping here, so we can't really have too much. Hopefully those are just knocks because we got to play again this weekend. It'll be good to get João Moutinho back. But the rest of the team, they were really solid through it. So, hey, I am delighted, Dave. Onward, upward, always Wolves. This is Wolfman Jeff in Alabama.
Aiden Purcell checking in from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. I'm just going to be short and sweet here. Just finished watching Wolves beat Chelsea in the dying embers of that match. Pedro Neto with a wonderful goal. Neto and Podence looked fantastic today. Got a much needed result. Certainly again, I've said it before, it's a results business, results matter. First half, we looked certainly much more organized. Obviously, start of the second half, that goal just squeaking over the line beyond Rui, who actually made a great save. Unfortunately, it was about an inch over the line. Credit to Giroud as well. That's a great finish by a striker. Certainly something we're missing. I know Silva's young. I know he's got to grow into his man strength a little bit, but not really seeing much out of him yet, so hopefully that can change. But Podence and Neto were brilliant. Thought a couple other players certainly defensively played much better today. Nice to see a debut for the young American lad as well, who we've all heard so much about. So all in all, a good result. And yeah, on to the next one. So happy days again. They're here again. So come on, me babbies. Wolves we. On to the next one. Cheers, lads. Everybody be safe.
Amy and the Christmas tree in Wolverhampton. Oh my God, we scored 2 goals and we won. Yay, we won. It's felt like a long time, even though it's been 2 games, but I think the last 2 games have been so hard to watch that it's felt like an eternity. 2 fabulous goals. If you watch the halftime feature on Dave's Watch Along, my dad said that Wolves would get a penalty and win, which obviously they were awarded a penalty at 1-1, but it was chalked off by VAR again. So Wolves still didn't have a penalty, but it didn't matter because Neto's extra time winner, which just, oh God, it just feels so good. My mom was an absolute tinker, so we've got some weird Amazon Prime delay, and we realised that when Chelsea scored, actually. So she goes into the kitchen, comes back out the kitchen and was like, oh God, oh, I can't believe it, I shouldn't have put the radio on. So I was there sat thinking, oh my God, Wolves. And then it was down there and I thought, oh God, it's it. And then Neto ran and I was literally screamed, and I think my neighbour must have thought, blimmin' heck. So fantastic goal. Podence had an absolute amazing game. I thought Neves was really, really creative in midfield. Don't know what happened to Zentonka, so sending best wishes to him. Hope he's okay. But I just thought it was a very enjoyable game to watch, even at half time. Really end-to-end stuff. So it's fantastic. So on to Burnley. But yeah, thrilled. Also just want to say shout out to Jack Andrews and Anna, who had their first child on Saturday, and little Nancy, 4-day-old, was watching in her very adorable Wolves kit tonight, so she is a lucky mascot for us. So yeah, congratulations to them and up the Wolves.
Morning guys, it's Paul here from Spain. Great 3 points last night. Good team performance as well. Really washed the cobwebs away from the last 2 games. Podence, Neves, Neto and Marcel for me were the pick of the players, but everyone gave a strong performance, and that's what matters. The guys really dug in last night against a good Chelsea team with some fantastic players also. So after 2 disappointing games, we come away with 3 points, and that's what we need. Onward and upward, guys. It's a quick one this morning, walking the dog, and it might look nice and bright, but it's damn cold this morning. So you take care, be safe, and talk to you at the weekend.
Hi guys, Andy here from Montreux in Switzerland, where I've been watching the game tonight. Great win, 2-1, solid performance. With very few exceptions. I thought Neto and Podence played really well, and I thought Neves was stringing it side to side. Good passes tonight. Good first goal by Podence, and a excellent second goal by Neto in the final minutes. I'm going to give my man of the match to Neto, who really never stopped. And I'm also going to say, what a good first performance that we saw Otasawi. He was really good. I'd like to see him again. And on to the next one.
Hi everyone, it's Asa from Parma here. So good first half. Once again, good defense, although we had a really hard time trying to hold back Chelsea players, especially Pulisic. Good to see Silva on the pitch again. I think he's improving a lot, as well as Neto, of course. So yeah, good first half with a few good shots on both teams, but I think we did way much better in the second one. Unlucky in one from Giroud, but lovely 1-1 from Podence. He's my man of the match, and he was giving it all yesterday, and he kinda saved us on the 1-1, as we really couldn't afford another defeat. And then that very late goal from Neto, which was really beautiful. There was also a VAR check on Neto, but this time we weren't given the penalty, and I think it was the right decision, as Pedro fell in the penalty area, but he fell on his own feet. No one touched him. So yeah, that was the let's say right decision. So 2-1 for us. We got the 3 points we needed. Now head up to the next one, which is next Monday against Burnley, if I'm not wrong, away. So let's see to take these 3 points once again, and see you all on the next review. Bye.
Hey fellow Wolves fans, Brian from Thailand here. Made a boo-boo last night, set the alarm incorrectly, got up for the last 40 minutes. Missed the first half completely, tuned in, we was 1-0 down. I saw the replay, thought Patricio should have done well, but it was end to end, and we got a bit of luck, because Bolly's put the ball out of the corner, but he gave a corner to us. So it was chipped in, played back out, Podence picked it up, dinked twice, and hit a shot and hit the back of I think it was James, and deflected into the net. So we had a bit of luck. We had not many chances, but it was end to end. And then Neto, what a strike from him, right across the keeper, ran half the length of the field, put it in the opposite sort of like corner to the goal. Great goal. Reminds me of David Wagstaff when he was young. But what a result. Just bubbling. Sorry I missed the first half. Up the Wolves. See you again next week.
This is Matt from Berlin. After Wolves have beaten Chelsea 2-1 at Molineux. To be honest, I didn't see that coming. Wasn't particularly excited about this game. I thought we were going to maybe put up a bit of a fight, but ultimately come away with nothing, which is odd. I'm not normally this pessimistic, but I just felt that we're in a bit of a rut. But second half especially, we were outstanding. You know, some really great performances. Podence produces moments of utter filth. That turn, I would have broken a hip. I probably doing that. I thought Azawi coming on at half time was excellent. I thought that going back to a 3 at the back just made us look like Wolves again. The patterns of play were back to how they had been. Neves flinging balls out to the flanks was just a sight of like yearning for like the old times. It was lovely to see, and I think in the end deserved to win. Chelsea created nothing really from open play. I mean, they came close with a few corners, because our zonal marking is and always has been a shambles, but we didn't concede, and in terms of open play chances, I thought we were excellent. Pedro Neto, what can we say? The best left foot at Molineux since Steve Froggatt. He's such a good finisher. Whenever he gets in, drops the shoulder, goes past, one yard, half yard is all we need, and then you always expect him to hit the target. So I thought he was excellent, and he's my favourite player. I think I called my mate today and we talked about it just, and I think we're both in love. He's a man of the match. On the flip side, I'm over Adama, honestly. People ask why he doesn't start. He doesn't start because he hasn't scored a goal in a year. He gives the ball away. He looks disinterested. He's got no final product. It's frustrating to watch. So I'm glad that he's on the bench again, that we play with a 3, and then maybe he's an option, but you know, to be honest, unless he sort of starts contributing more at the top of the pitch, I would keep him on the bench. But let's end on a positive. 2-1, great one, 3 points. We're back up to, I think, 5 points off top. Champions League's still on again. What a great sort of midweek treat. So yeah, see you all on the weekend after Burnley.
Hi Dave, Andy in Melbourne here. What a great way to start the day. Great 3 points. I guess after Saturday's disappointment with that those horrible team in claret and blue throwing themselves to the floor every opportunity they were given. We did have some thoughts that we might come a bit unstuck today, but even when we went a goal down, I thought we responded well. First half was a bit, nip and tuck. Didn't really create that many chances really. I thought Neto's volley was well taken. Could have snuck in on another day. But the second half, wow, the introduction of Otasowie, what a start that guy's going to be. I didn't realise how big he was, thought he played really well, didn't look out of place. But Podence and Neto, they just stepped it up to another level. Some of the flicks, touches and turns are just incredible. The 2 goals out of this world. And I guess they say he who laughs last always laughs loudest. So this one's for you, Frank Lampard. That tackle you made a few years ago when you should have been sent off, and if you'd have scored the winner in the last few seconds, here's justice. Hopefully they'll continue to struggle. They don't look as strong as they probably should, and we're definitely looking a lot brighter and a lot healthier than we were maybe at the start of the season. Some of the early games were not as flash. Look, it wasn't the best game, looked a bit ugly in parts, but I'll take ugly and 3 points any day of the week. As for man of the match, well, it's hard to give it to either Podence or Neto, so I'm going to give it to them both. I think they both deserved it, both had great influence on the game, and my God, they are going to be 2 superstars of the future. Cheers, bye.
Hey Dave from New York Wolves here, sending you a video from the atmospheric remnants of the fire pit. I'm going to try and make this short and sweet because it's 3 below here and we're getting a foot or foot and a half of snow tomorrow, so I need to get inside and warm up, but need to send you a video in reaction to today's match. I think it definitely falls into the category of one we needed. I think we've all been really disappointed with the results and or the performance for the last few matches other than Arsenal, so I think we can be happy with both. Obviously a great result against a mostly informed Chelsea side. I think they're a little overrated personally, but we went 1-0 down and came back to win it. So superb second half performance, I think. I missed a bunch of the first half. Some selfish bastard at work scheduled a couple of calls, so I had to miss most of the first half. Doesn't happen often, but today was one of those days. So I didn't really see much of the first half, but second half I thought we were really dangerous. And I think Frank Lampard seemed pretty disappointed with the way his team couldn't hold on to the lead. But I think that's in large part down to the way we attacked them. Good to see Podence and Neto chipping in with goals. I think they were superb tonight. I think Silva played well, continuing on his last 2 good performances. I don't think he was brought off for any sort of lack of performance. I think it was just try a different option in Traore. So loving seeing Silva growing and growing into the role. I didn't think Traore did much. It's becoming a trend. I hope he turns it on and we get the Traore of last season back at some point. But overall, that's about it. Very, very happy. Great 3 points. Burnley next. You would hope that we can win that. And if we do, then we're really right back in the mix at the top end of the table rather than in this mid-table situation we're in. So overall, really happy with the result. Gets us back on track and on to the next one.
So how good does that feel? What do you think of the guys and gals comments around the world? I guess you're pretty much feeling the same as them. If you want to get involved in this international fan reaction, either as a guest for the UK or wherever you are in the world, let me know in the comments below and I'll tell you how to get involved. But we're all feeling really good and positive after that. It's definitely uplifted all our spirits. Leave your thoughts and how you're feeling in the comment section below. Until the next one, I'm Dazzling Dave. Always Wolves.